Good morning. I'm just undoing this. It's this one's out of shape. When they've sent me another one. So what I'm doing is just unscrewing it. I'm taking off all this jelly. But first of all, take this plate out. This is the filter. And then unscrew these. So you've got 4 of these holes. And the last one's here. I'm just finishing doing the last one. And it's off. And then what I'm going to do is put the other one back on, and then I'm going to run a line down through this these trees into my vegetable garden. And here's the pipe here. So what I'm going to do is drill holes in the bottom of the pipe so that when the rain runs through and into the garden, it's just when the tank's full, it will actually then be distributed evenly through the garden and not just run out. I'll just have to buy a few connector joints and that'll be that. Hopefully it'll be as simple as I'm saying it, but usually it's not. But I don't see why not. It's just connecting a few different pipes together. These will connect all those pipes that I've just bought. I've just put this new connection on here, this part here, which was all out of sorts, and I'm going to put an elbow here. I'll bring this one right down here and across to this side a little bit, and I'll run all the way along there into the garden beds, and I'll put the holes where I want them. So I was going to put aggregate, but it would then let too much water out up this end and not enough down there, and I want it to flow straight down. So yeah, it's going to be so exciting. Right, so I've just cut the first cut, but I actually made it a little bit too long. I thought this is my design. Is it upside down? No, it's my shopping list. Okay, that's the design. Something like that, and then along here there'll be holes spaced out through there, and it will be sitting above the garden bed. So I couldn't use aggregate because that would sit down into the garden. I want it along the top. I probably could have used something else, but I just figured this is going to be just as easy. So anyway, this is my little area that I've set up to work in. Oh, my phone. Okay. Oh. Cocoa. Yum. Who remembers this? A beautiful day with Rochelle and Norm. And I use this sort of as a workstation, and also I do belt out a beat on it every now and then. But yeah, still got it. One with a pump on. I've got the pump on. My neighbour helped me with that, and the other neighbour helped me plumb in this and do the base. So I've got really good neighbours. So happy and blessed to be here with these lovely people. I'm just going to come through here and show you what I've done this morning. This is into my banana grove and heliconia garden. And we're just coming through here. Into here, there's some beautiful down there. You can see that. That's vanilla bean. And yeah, so as you can see, it's running along the wall there. That's my first piece. I've hooked it up down here. I haven't glued it in yet. The gluing will come last because I don't want to make any mistakes, and I'm prone to mistakes. So yeah, this is what the top looks like. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. The sun's gone. I've got a rather cloudy day. Just try to come in there. Yeah, so I've glued that on, and then there's the coupling. The elbow comes down on a slight angle, and it'll go down along here to the garden beds, and then I'll do a little elbow down there to get it to go through the garden beds. And I'm hoping this is going to be a spectacular watering system for when it rains, rather than it running off onto the ground or into the downpipe and be wasted. Anyway, so this is my work area. Got snippers to snip things off, and yeah, I'm just going to get a coupling down there and see if I can use some of this off cast. Let's get a coupling, one of these. Come back through the forest. Grab this bit of thing. I think I've got my pencil in my back pocket. Sneak through past the apple tree. Oh, pretty. That's some peach flowers. Okay, let's just come through here. Where is this? Lemongrass. Just watch that doesn't stab you. Let's put the coupling on this end. I'm trying to do this one-handed because I've got the very good. Oh, perfect. So that looks really good. At the moment I've got that box holding that up. Comes through here. Might have to get a longer piece for that, just so that I'm not using as many couplings. And I'll just bring it all the way down here, put a dog's leg in at that point where the garden bed starts, and turn it onto there. So I'll close this off and come back. So I'm just going to put a marking on this one, and how far in does that go? I have to check this. Mark it on here. Just want to mark this so that it's down there. Just make sure that's going to be good. That's where the end of the pipe is. It's going to come along to on top of this wood here, and that's the corner of the garden. So my turmeric, that's where that is. But I only want to bring the pipe to here because the garden slopes slightly. It will just drain naturally. Yeah, that'll do. Not too worried about getting it too wrong, because I can I'll put this in here. I think it's about there for the cut. That'll give me that little bit of leftover for the bend part that will come. So, very good. Go and cut this off. Okay, here we go. Where's that thing? Oh, look, I know. This is my trusty old hacksaw. I've had it for like years, a long time, forever. This is one of the first tools I ever bought. And so I'm just going to show you how I cut it. Other people might cut it differently, but this is how I'm going to do it. So I'll just that one went a bit skew with. Okay. Wipe that down. This one will have some drill holes in it as well. So underneath, I'll just quickly show you how some of these drill holes are going to go. So, Aiden here for you. Now, I'm going to put them on an angle so that when the water's flowing down this way, it will head out through the little holes, just so it doesn't bubble up as much. So this end is going in. Going to put a mark on the end. put a T and that says to tank. If I know that that is to the tank, I'll want them going in up that way. I'm going to turn this around. So yeah, when you feel it, there'll be a little ridge flowing this way, which means as the water comes through the pipe, it will just naturally want to just run down that hole. And I've got a bit of a line here where these the writing is, and I'm using that as a guide to where to put the holes. And I'm only putting them, I don't know, every foot apart. We'll do at the moment, and I can re-drill later on. One piece, some small holes drilled, so that every, you'll get that water flowing out of these holes upside down into the garden, and it will water the garden. This is what I'm hoping anyway, God, who knows. Back over to connect. It's a lot of mucking around, isn't it? Anyway, I want to get this done before I go on my trip. So I have to get this pipe set up, because at the moment it's just going onto the ground up near the tank, and it's just drenching this area and then running down the path and out, and it's such a waste. So here we go, we're going to go back up through there, turn these upside down, and also that one I'll drill holes in that one as well. Just haven't got around to it yet, so I'll just pop this in here, make sure it's up the right way. And there we have it. And I'm just feeling the holes to make sure they're underneath. Yep, that's underneath. Bit dark, sorry. Okay. So I just have to drill that one out. But at the meantime, I might just go and grab that little piece up there, because go onto there like that. And yeah, not a lot of sun today. It's a bit of a hot day too. Sweet potato. Gonna get some rain for sure. Look at that sky. Oh, it looks beautiful. Okay, so you can see there's that funny corner. I'll just walk in this garden here. Whoops, spider. Woohoo. So that's what we're looking at down there. Jeez, it's dark. Sorry about this. Yeah, it'll run across there and into this garden. It'll come along about here, I'd say, to where this one is, but up high. So it will drip into this garden. This garden is already on a little bit of a lean out to the pathway, so the water will just soak into that garden bed. Okay. Oh, I've got spiders everywhere. Okay, and then it'll come through here. I may or may not get much water down here, not sure. And then it will go through this garden bed up to the end. I have a measurement of about 60. Just there. That'll be my first one. I could measure it out, but really, can't be bothered. It's just time, and if we get rain for the next few days, I really want to get this done today if possible. But it may take a couple of days. I'm not sure. It looks like it's going to rain very soon, so. Now, which way do we want this to? If this is the end, let's mark the tank end with an arrow. So when the water comes down, it needs to flow through there. So I need to turn this around Got Pancake 99. And do it how I did the other one. Starting to rain on me. Just trying to get these last ones done. Before I have a break. Last hole. Just put that out of the rain. Feel these holes. Oh yeah, lovely and smooth. Yeah, they're going to be good. Let's get my pencil and just get the pencil in there. That might be a way of cleaning it from the inside, and then that will just wash out during that first rain. And my tank is full, so I'm trying to hurry this job. Okay. Around. Tap it to get all those bits out. And then let's go pop it on again so we get this rain. At least it's running somewhere. Take the camera. Woohoo. Okay, come back in. With me, come back in the hole. Woohoo. Okay, through here. This will be leaking out and we don't want it leaking out. A little bit of mucking around here. Don't know if you can see any of this, but just trying to get it before the rain comes. Make sure that your holes are up the other way. I'm just having it lean on that bucket there. I know this is a bit of a messy little job, but I will be pulling all this apart again and reconnecting it because I'll have to glue it all up. So let's pop that in there. Just make sure that's coming out at the right angle. Okay, so don't know if you got all that. Just yep, that's going down there all the way through. I might just connect this bit up too and see what happens while we've got this little bit of rain coming. Whoops. Oh, one-handed, the one-handed plumber. Okay, all right, just twist that. This one hasn't got any holes in it yet by the feel of it. Oh yes, it has. That one has. All right, improvising here. Just got a little brick down there, paver, and I'm going to put this pot. I don't know if it's going to work, but put that underneath it just to hold that up a bit. Okay, might need to be up a little bit more. Yep, so I'll put this other little brick underneath and see what happens. I don't think I can do that one-handed. Hang on. Right, so that's on, and we'll just see what happens there. That's the angle I want it. This is where I want it, just so it's inconspicuous along the back fence. There's some nice, beautiful vanilla bean climbing. Anyway, I'm just waiting to see what happens here, whether I get some drips. My tank is full. I have used a little bit out of it. Might just sit here and have a look what happens, I think. See if we get any drips coming down. That's a bit twisted, that one. Oh, look. Okay, I might have to twist that around. Look, I might have a break and come back because this is This may take a while. Right. I've got one more piece. I might drill the holes. I know it's not raining that heavy. Camera person extraordinaire. Yeah, which is my tank end. Let's have a look here. Do I have a mark? Yes, that's my tank end, so I have to turn it round. Okay, and just leave it there for the time being. I might just get a level on this because I'm not sure it's just draining properly, but okay, so I've got the level out and I've just popped it on there, coming down from the tank there, and yeah, there's a slight flow, but the bubbles, you know, up this end, so that means it's sloping down to where I want it to be sloping. There is a natural fall on this ground, so I don't have to worry too much about it. So okay, I'm just going to show you here. I've got to get around these spiders and past the kale. Let's get around here. Oops. That's a bit tricky. Here I am. Okay, don't worry, don't fall over. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so here we go. It'll be coming through, along through that pipe down here into the garden for the time being. It will run all the way along this garden and out through the other bed there. Okay, so I've just been measuring, and 290, so that'll be 300 for, so that'll be another piece there, definitely 300, because I'll need all these other little bits and pieces that I have to, yeah, to join up, use them as elbows and all sorts. So I'd have another piece lying around. I'll just check that I haven't, and before I go shopping, make sure that I'm not buying anything I don't already have. So I found this piece of old pipe, and because it's only feeding my vegetable garden, I'll give it a wash out, and that will become my coupling, and I think that's 300. I'll just take it over. Okay, so I've got the spare piece. Oh, thing's dangling. And it's 300. It just needs tidying up, a bit of a wash. It's been up the back there sitting, but that will be good. To the shops, and I've got a couple more things. This is the normal one, but then this is the one for I've got at the other end. It's 45-degree angle, so I'm hoping I can cut it on a bit of bend, which will give me a bit more water spray. Yeah, I'll show you this thing. So you pull it like that, I think, and then you do this. Okay, that's it. So can give it a bit of a clean out, but nothing can get in the end. No snakes, no toads. They had other varieties, but I didn't want the one that just swings, because if it gets you know, a bit of dirt in it or anything, it'll hold it open. Here we are, back at this little area here where I've got two more of these joiners. We're going to make a little S-bend type thing here so that it goes out onto the garden bed. So here we go. I'm going to make an S-bend here. That will join up there. I'll have to cut a bit off probably here. It'll come down here. There's the joiners, and onto the garden bed. I've got, that's the tank end piece, so I've got that up the wrong way. I'll have to go and redo that before I see how I've made this mark. Little arrow, that's to tank. That means all those holes I drilled are, I'll just put my hand in. Yeah, they're facing the wrong way, so the water won't get out properly. So, because I remember I drilled them on an angle. So I'll have to go around, I'll do that. So I've moved those holes around, they're in the right place now. This one won't have any water holes in it. So it's just coming up just inside the garden, so when it drips, it will drip as close to this edge but not on this edge. So what I'm going to do now is just mark that. So I'm marking where the edge is, plus I'm allowing a little bit more room so that it goes in for the coupling. And I think that's about it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I've just done my joint. So there we go. This piece hasn't got any. This piece has. Just make sure that underneath you've got those holes facing the right way, so the water will come down and come out here easily. I'm not sure that one is in the right way. Oh yes, it is. You can tell because the ridge is on the outside facing this way and the ridge is on the inside facing that way. So yeah, there we go. Better keep going. From here, that looks like it's not sloping down. I've got my trusty weapon here. I'm going to go in and have a look to see if it's actually at an angle or not. We want it to be sloping down. And yeah, the slope is up, so that's good. Still sloping up. And then as we turn around the corner, oops, just checking it. And yeah, we've got to bring that up a bit on that end. It's sloping right down, but that's good. Whoops. That's it. Okay, so I've just come up here, and at the moment I've just put a piece of chip bark underneath this corner because I just want it to raise a little bit all the way down, and just check this first. Up this end, that's what we want, is a steady flow. It's a bit brighter today, got some sun out, so I'll just come from here where I put the join. I'm going down to the first elbow, along that's the first 3 meters, and then goes to the garden bed there. Past the olive tree. Okay, into here where I've done that little bend up there. Can't really see it, the turmeric's in the way. And then along the garden bed through to this section, held up by the pots, and then down. There is still a little slope on it, so I may get away with it. I'm not sure once I put the elbow in. And that's it, to the end. Beautiful. Okay, so it seems to be coming out of the holes. Pretty good. It's not raining really heavy at the moment. Just see that one coming down there as well. So they're just coming out at different paces. It's lovely raining. Okay, so I'm down in this part of the garden now. And as you can see, woohoo, I've got water coming onto my garden. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted. Just droplets dripping here and there. Check with my finger. And just, there we go. It's just releasing that water. Yep. So that's all it needs, is just a little help along on some of those holes. And then the end, I do have a plug for that, so I might have to cap this off. I'll go and grab the cap. Yeah, that's good. Okay, it's raining again. And I've just done a little bit of changing of how this went. So I twisted the pipe around slightly left and then slightly right. And I just wanted to, yeah, this is working a little bit better. You can see it is raining a little bit heavier, so I came down to readjust it. You can hear it. The rain is really pouring in there. And then you've got this bit down here. And I've turned it, twisted it just slightly forward. The other one I had to twist back. But it's working really well all the way to the end now. And I'm going to put that cap on to stop things getting in it. But yeah, it's working really, really well. All the way up. We've got water coming out now at each hole. So, oh, yay! Okay, it's raining again, and I've just done a little bit of changing of how this went. So I twisted the pipe around slightly left and then slightly right, and I just wanted to yeah, this is working a little bit better. You can see it is raining a little bit heavier, so I came down to readjust it. You can hear it. The rain is really pouring in there. And then you've got this bit down here. And I've turned it, twisted it just slightly forward. The other one I had to twist back. But working really well all the way to the end now. And I'm going to put that cap on to stop things getting in it.